Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Air Max 97. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Air Max 97 shoes, and this pair is in the men's UK size 9, US size 10, EU size 44, and it's in the black-white colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid to reveal the contents inside. And let's peel back the wrapping paper to reveal the Nike Air Max 97 in the black-white colourway. And let's lift up the left shoe first and focus on it. And just setting the box to the side so it doesn't interfere with the foreground as we focus in on this left shoe of the Nike Air Max 97 in the black-white colourway. And let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look at the shoe. And now let's take a closer in look at the details of the shoe. So you can see it does have a simple black and white colourway, and the shoe does have an overall sleek design with a ripple style upper cover, so it does have a synthetic and mesh upper cover, and there are retro-reflective strips making up these three ripples along the entirety of the shoe. And around the outer midfoot area there is an embroidered Nike swoosh. And taking a look at the details around the back to give you some idea of the shape of the shoe. And it does have a pull tab with Air Max stitching, so giving you a look right there. And taking a much closer in look right there at the very fine embroidery of that Air Max text. And of course taking a look on the inner side of this Nike Air Max 97. So once again we see that ripple or contoured design, and you can see the mesh layer between those retro-reflective strips, which of course you can't see it shine right now given that we do have studio lighting. And there is another Nike swoosh on the inner side around the arch of the foot. So giving you all that close-up detail of the very fine stitching as well, as you can see all the panels and strips. And now let's take a look from the front or tip or toe of the shoe to the back. So you can see that it does have a partially hidden lacing system, keeping the laces tucked inside or partially inside of the shoe. And of course we see an oval patch there with a Nike swoosh once again embroidered, and with this black and white contrasting design does stand out And there is another strip of retro-reflective material running and holding the laces together in the midsection of the tongue. And taking a look at the tongue, so the tongue does have a significant amount of padding to it, as you can see, very puffy. And if we take a look at the inner side and the lining, it's right there giving you a look at the overall textures and materials of this Nike Air Max 97. And just going to flip the laces out from the inside and giving you a look on the inside of the shoe. Once again, another Nike swoosh, very simple in design. And let's pop out the paper stuffing that's inside so perhaps we can have a better look inside of the shoe. And of course there is a label on the underside of the tongue, so giving you a look there as best I can. And the overall details. And you can see along the ankle and heel collar of the shoe, nice and thickly padded right throughout. The upper 2 inches or so, and of course slightly thicker towards the heel or back of the shoe. It's right there giving you an overall look once again, and of course the sole of the shoe and the midfoot or midsole area, being that it is made out of foam and does have the full length Nike Max Air or Air Max cushioning. So let's take a much closer in look right there at the first ever Nike shoe when it was released in 1997 to have this full length Nike Air Max unit running the entirety or full length of the shoe. And we see a molded Nike swoosh right there as well, very discreet right throughout, and just pressing against that semi-firm foam midsole. And of course on the inner side as well, to give you some sense of the response of the material. So you can see right through to the opposite side of the shoe with that clear or transparent Nike Air unit. And now let's take a look at the sole or bottom of the shoe. So we can see that it is in white and it is made out of rubber, so very soft and does have a slight powdery feel to it. So we're giving you a look up close at the details right there. When this shoe was originally designed for running, and we see a Nike swoosh in a glossy bubble towards the heel of the shoe. So once again giving you a look at the overall rubber texture and traction pattern, and of course the tread blocks. of the sole of this Nike Air Max 97. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some sense of the responsiveness of the shoe. And now let's take a look at the right shoe. So it's just setting the left shoe down and in the background so it doesn't interfere as we bring the shoe box back in. And popping out the right shoe and setting the box back to the side and in the background as we take a look at this right shoe. So once again, in the black white colorway, and taking a close-up look at the details. Of this right shoe. So you can see same design right throughout in the black white colorway, and of course the full length Nike Air Max unit running the entirety of the length of the shoe. And of course with the sole, same design right throughout with the white rubber and the glossy black Nike swoosh in that semi-hard bubble. And let's take a look at the back and inside of the shoe. So once again, thick and plush cushioning or padding around the ankle collar and tongue of the shoe. And now let's take a look at the pair together, side by side. So just going to tuck in the laces for a much cleaner look right there. And from the front to the back. And directly from the back. And of course, the soles or bottom of the shoes. So that's the Nike Air Max 97. Thanks for watching and happy walking!